I was raised in Tokyo, so my parents would take me to a very local mountain about a couple hours outside of Tokyo. And my parents were like, this is what we're doing, putting you on skis. I kind of realized that that was my freedom and my way of kind of finding my independence. My family always fostered an appreciation for art, and so when I announced that I was going to go into art school, I was kind of bracing for them to be like, what are you doing? And I got full support from my whole family, and they've stood by me the whole time. I remember I had a professor who was like, all I want you to do is find your style. The best advice they could give me was also live a life that inspires you, because I grew up in a very comfortable life, and I felt like I had no message inside of me, and I'm like, okay, well, what do I paint about? Who am I? I was getting into backcountry skiing, and I was skiing in a place I shouldn't have been skiing, and at the time of day I shouldn't have been skiing. We got into a bad situation, and when the avalanche hit me, I'm like, this is what they train you for, Once it grabs you, you're going under, and you're like, what do I do? It's pretty crazy to be rescued. My partner dug me out. The amount of trauma I kind of mentally experienced it's still with me 10 years later. I didn't want to touch snow for a few years after that. I just was like, what is it worth? So I started painting these naked girls, and I started sharing them on Instagram, and I started getting a following, and people were like, holy cow, these are so cute. I love the silliness of it, the cheekiness. Anyway, this kind of helped me connect with my style of art, and there's always an essence of snow related to it. Through that, I kind of found my way back into skiing by painting and kind of healing myself. And so it's just funny how I realized that they go hand in hand over time. A lot of my art is kind of happy and free-spirited, and it, I think, stemmed from a place deep inside of me that really wanted to live that again. I feel like skiing's kind of lost its edge, or just personality of just sticking your neck out there and doing something that kind of shocks people, and so I would like to kind of fill maybe some of that space with something new.
And we met with you a little while back, Penelope, and designed some killer socks. And you saw them today. What do you think of them?
I'm in love, and I hope everyone loves them too. Working with Voltage, it was kind of like free reign, which meant a lot to me, and kind of creating a capsule collection that reflects my art, which, I like to think it's really unique, and I haven't seen these patterns before on socks in soft goods, so I'm thrilled with how they turned out.